What is up, guys? AV17 here, back at it again with a brand new video. And today I'm going to be telling you guys two stories of me getting cut. So, well, one of my stories is about me getting cut. The other one is like me like I guess you can say cut. I don't really know, it's weird, but okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys the first one. So for some reason, there was this time where I was throwing out the garbage and there was a piece of glass that was like sticking out of the trash bag, and I swung the bag and it sliced the side of my leg, and yeah, I still have that cut on me to this day. I don't think it's ever gonna go back to normal. Like, it's healed, it's just you can still see it. So, yeah, I think it's like a scar now. But I didn't feel it at all because it was glass and it was sharp. And it just sliced straight through, like, my leg. And it was about half the size of the cut I told you guys about in the kindergarten story. It's like the size of my wrist. The cut from the kindergarten story, that was like twice the size of my wrist. Like the width of my wrist. So, yeah, that one was pretty big. But this one, I think, was worse because it was deeper. The one that I was telling you guys in my kindergarten story wasn't that deep. It was just like on the surface of my skin or whatever, and it wasn't like that deep. It was just long, but this one was deep and it was a bit shorter. So, I mean, at least it looked deep, because when I looked at it, like, I felt something like like blood. I felt like a liquid going down my leg, and then I looked down and I got cut. I barely felt anything. And I noticed it, then I ran inside, and yeah, I was bleeding quite a bit, and I think you could even see like layers of skin underneath it, and it was just blood everywhere. It was pretty bad. It was a lot worse than the kindergarten story, I would say, because it wasn't that bad. I mean, maybe I could have like cut a vein, but it was more unlikely because it wasn't really near my wrist. Like, I mean, I know I have veins all over my body, but it would be a lot easier to get a vein cut if you got cut on your wrist. But it was on like my forearm. I'm not sure if that's the right term. It's between one of the joints of your arm, where, like, on the opposite end of your elbow. It was right around that area. That was where I got cut in kindergarten. And, yeah, it just wasn't as bad as this one. And it was just, like, teared up like crazy, opened up, and we didn't get stitches or anything. I think I just, like, I think we just covered it up with, like, a big Band-Aid or something. Because we have a big one that covers a lot more surface area than just, like, the little ones. And, yeah, I used one of those Band-Aids. And then after maybe a couple months or maybe a year, it's healed, but you can still see the cut. So it's not like maybe it's either not fully healed or now it's just a scar. I'm not really sure, but yeah, there's like no hair in that area, and you can still notice where the skin teared up. But anyway, in the second story, okay, so this one was definitely a scar. It was permanent, and I still have it to this day. It was when I was a baby, I think. My mom always told me, like, these crazy stories were, like, well, they're not really that crazy, but she said, like, I used to climb up, like, on my crib, and I would jump off the railings of the crib and then jump on my bed, and she would always hear like a huge thump or like a huge bang, and she just saw me on the bed. Like, I don't think I would hurt myself. I would just jump off the crib and jump on the bed. And I also was really weird when I was like super young and I used to live in New York. I think I knew Russian. It was either Russian or French, and I knew English and Spanish, I think. It was pretty weird because I knew 3 languages. So now I forgot Russian or French or whatever that language was, the 3rd language, but I still obviously retain my English and my Spanish. I can't really forget my Spanish language because that's where I'm from. I'm from Spain. So, like, it's nearly impossible. It's, like, embedded into my brain. I can speak Spanish, like, anytime. I just don't retain everything from, like, talking in Spanish because I'm more used to talking in English than Spanish. I usually only speak Spanish to my grandparents and my father. And I'm okay. I'm decent. I'm pretty decent at speaking Spanish, but like I think I would say I'm pretty fluent in talking in Spanish, but I'm just not like good at writing Spanish or like just like reading it very well. Like, I forgot like everything else. I also can't really count that much in Spanish. I know how to count to like 13, and I know a couple like 60s, 50s. I know how to say all that stuff in Spanish, but I skip over like a huge amount of numbers and I don't know all of them. But yeah, anyway, back to the point. So yeah, anyway, my my mom said that when I was like a baby, or maybe like when I was 2 years old, like 2 or 3 years old, and I learned how to walk, I think I like ran at my mom's bed, and I hit my head on her bed, and now I have like a scar. My head was bleeding, and I had to go to the hospital. So yeah, that happened. And yeah, my mom did not like it because, you know, I was bleeding from my head and I was like 2 or 3 years old. And a toddler's head is very squishy. Like, it's not good at all. And yeah, I still have that cut on my head to this day. It's like an indentation in my head. It doesn't look that bad. It's just like a dent kind of thing. It's like very small, but it's not that noticeable. It's pretty hard to notice. It honestly just looks like it just looks like skin that went inside at 2 points. I don't really know, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to support me, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.